Just a quick little update. I think today is Sunday, June the 12th, 13th. I don't know, something like that. They all kind of blend together a little bit. Anyway, the Avionics package project is still ongoing. Today I've got most of the excess wiring pulled out of the connectors. I'm starting to build the pigtails. I'm decided what I'm doing on this. I'm really a rookie. I mean, I'm doing pretty good putting on the pins and managed to already break where the hell did it go? That's one of them. Broke the little silly pin extractor tool. Oddly enough, it works better broken than it did not broken. So I'm gonna get the GNS-430W. I'm gonna get it wired up to everything because there's not a lot going to be between that. Two AV-30s, simple, easy peasy there. Basically one wire going over to the audio panel, audio in, audio out, ground, and PTT. That's the only thing going on there. Maybe another dedicated audio line out for terrain warnings and stuff like that. I got to kind of research that. The one thing problem I'm running into with the Garmin 430 installation manual is, it'll tell you something, what a pin does, but then you try to figure out, okay, main plus up and down. Well, I get that's part of the ILS, your CDI, your course deviation indicator. Figure kind of asking around the backside on that deal, but there's some stuff, the different audio inputs and outputs, that had to do a little bit more research on. Let's see. I think the most complicated thing will be that the audio panel, because everything's got to be grounded. You've got all these landing spots here. That's where the ring terminals will go. So if there's any ground wires, that they will come out, and I'll land them on a ring terminal and torque them down here. Then of course they have stress relief. You got this little bar that goes across. Which side it is? Probably this side. Yeah. Figure that out at some point. Biggest screw up so far. Get with Steinair. Oh yeah, I needed some 22 gauge black wire, so thought I had 22. Nope, I just double ordered, so now I got a zillion feet of 20 black, but I need 22, so I got to make an order for that. And holy crap, I guess that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm hoping to have some stuff tied together, at least get everything kind of laid out here on the table, where I can put some circuit breakers on it and 12-volt battery, at least power everything on and make sure it works. And yes, I will put a dummy load on the transponder. I don't have to worry about the radio. I'm probably do some radio tests with that because I have a service monitor, make sure all the audio sounds right. I think what I'm going to do, I don't have the jacks to go for pilot, co-pilot to pre-do the pigtails. So what I'll probably do is just use some of my cable and make some long pigtails and label them as pilot, co-pilot. And just when I do the Avionics install, we'll just pull the old stuff out and I'll reuse the connectors. I got all my documentation printed. Stuff is, you figure out which wires, for passenger phones, passenger headsets, mic audio, blah, blah, blah. Good times. Happy, good times. Short of screwing myself and ordering the wrong wire, I'm moving in the right direction.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Well, there you go, folks. DB15 pigtail All these D4, A1, A2, A4, B1, strobe, which I'm told, strobe, I made him a purple wire. He gets to go to ground. B2, blah, blah. Got two RS-232 outs, but I don't believe this thing is, depending on the mod level of the box, I don't believe the box I'm using has RS-232 out in 4/4 Tango. So now I think I'm going to throw, let's see if I can find a piece of heat shrink or something, 5-6 inches of it anyway, to throw on here to bundle this trash together, make it look kind of neat, and strip all the other ends and put some pins on it and be ready to land them in the 330. It's getting late, folks, but that's how it is. This is my workbench for now. Strippers, these work. God, these strippers just make life so easy. Boom. Pardon the camera work, folks, but let's see what, it's kind of hard. I've just got it kind of the phone kind of propped up, taking some quick footage here. Take one of these. Gosh, they're so small you can't even. One day when I hit 5,000 subs, I might actually be able to make a few pennies and upgrade some of the equipment. All right, so these, courtesy of my friend Paul Williamson, are the pin crimpers. So you take the pin, jam in the wire, put it in the hole. One little squeeze, tug test, easy peasy. Do it again, as lockpicking lawyer would say, to prove it's not a fluke. It's kind of hard to, as I poke the wire through, I'm judging, I'm getting just in my mind how long this wire should be stripped off to actually fit in the pin, where the pin actually sits down on the insulation of the wire. If I strip it right, and I've got a big light over here to kind of illuminate the workspace. I mean, the pin should just literally drop on the wire, and I shouldn't have any wire sticking outside of the little copper or brass pin. So we just do the thing in, stick it in the crimper, hold it steady, quick little crimpy crimp. I mean, it doesn't take a lot, and boom, 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 you're done. We like making a couple minute videos. Let's see here. You see, it's kind of hard probably. See, the problem with doing some of these videos is the video is so absolutely ridiculously one-dimensional. Wow, I got one pin. Oh, I got plenty of pins. In fact, I way over-ordered pins for this project. I bought a kit for the GNS-430W, and the connector came with almost 80 pins. I think that would have probably been enough to do the entire stack. Okay. Last, as you see here, what I did is I took a piece of yellow heat shrink. I might not even shrink it. I might just use it as a buffer to keep the wires kind of organized. But kind of see here, I just soldered everything and nothing's shorted out. All these look pretty good. A couple empty, 2 empty pins are RS-232. My encoder does not output RS-232. It is not young enough for that. Actually, okay, yeah, fine. Positive and the negative for or this altitude encoder, are both going to be routed to the transponder, the 330ES. Damn it, should have put it on and had a wire, decided it didn't want to go in the hole. The 330ES has, I think, a 500 milliamp 12 volt output, which is plenty to drive this little sardine can. It's all discrete components anyway. All right. I'm getting tired of, say, it was a long day at work, but I want to see just how close I can get to knocking this thing completely out tomorrow. All right. Wow. Got my collection of pins. Let's drop through 2 or 3 there. They will eventually get used up as I commence to wiring. I got to do the jumpers tomorrow between the 330 and the 430W. Man, I could have made that wire just a millimeter shorter. It would have been fine. Okay, so all these wires are landed. I do have this purple wire right here that's going to strobe. I suspect what I'm actually going to do with that is manipulate my ground wire over here, and probably if purple needs to be grounded, I'll just cut black wire, strip these both, tin and solder this, and put a little piece of heat shrink over it. Anyway, all right.
Later that same evening.
All right, little quick snippet. So DB15 on this end goes over here to the 330. So now the altitude encoder is connected to the 330. So the next thing I need to build will be the connection between the 330 and the 430 for A rank. And I hope I know what I'm doing. We'll find out.